A week ago, I landed in Budapest. I got in a car with an Uber driver named Robert. 20 minutes later, he told me something 3 AIs and weeks of planning hadn't figured out. Before this trip, I asked Claude, ChatGPT, and Gemini to help me plan 4 days in Budapest. Each one gave me an itinerary. Then I asked each AI to compare all 3. It was the most sophisticated AI trip planning I've ever done. Then the trip actually started. And almost none of the plan survived. Here's what happened. I'm George, 30 years programming, currently a Salesforce developer. This is my AI intern. If you saw my last video, you know I've started using multiple AIs for the same task. I wanted to test that idea on something bigger, a vacation. So I asked 3 AIs to plan my Budapest trip: what to see, what to eat, what to do, where to stay away from. Each one gave me a solid itinerary. They agreed on some things: Parliament Tool, Fisherman's Bastion, the thermal bath, a Danube cruise. They disagreed on others: restaurants, specific bath choices, day-by-day pacing. I asked each AI to review the other 2. They all identified problems with each other's plans. I even confidently corrected one of them about a market opening day. I felt prepared. Then we landed, and within an hour, it became obvious. Budapest was hotter than any AI had planned for. Above body temperature every day. No, I hadn't asked the AIs about weather. That's on me. But even if I had, they wouldn't have known the specific temperature during our specific window. Our Uber arrived at the airport. The driver's name was Robert. And that ride turned out to be the most useful conversation of the whole trip. Robert asked us, "First time in Budapest?" I said yes. Then I mentioned, casually, that I'd been running an experiment. 3 different AIs, same trip, different plans. He was curious, asked what the AIs had told me. I mentioned the Great Market Hall debate, the fact that I'd carefully scheduled it for a day I was sure it would be open. Robert said, it's actually open on Sundays now. 3 AIs had missed that. I had missed that. It was a recent change, the kind of information a local knows and an AI can't yet. Then we started talking about the weather. Robert suggested we skip most of the walking and used hop-on, hop-off bus, a suggestion none of the AIs had made. 20 minutes into our first Uber ride, Robert had rewritten our trip. So we followed Robert's advice. For the rest of the trip, Uber everywhere. Hop on, hop off during the day. We saw the major sites from the bus: the Parliament, the Chain Bridge, Fisherman's Bastion. We only got off in one place, St. Stephen's Basilica. That one we went inside. The Danube River cruise, the one all 3 AIs recommended, was included in the hop-on, hop-off ticket. None of the AIs had mentioned that. Robert did. We ate real Hungarian food: beef goulash, chicken paprikash, palaksinta. All 3 dishes were on all 3 AI lists, but we didn't visit any of the specific restaurants they recommended. In that heat, walking actual blocks to a specific restaurant just wasn't worth it. We ate wherever we were. It was good. The thermal bath, the one thing every AI agreed on, we skipped entirely. When it's already over body temperature outside, sitting in hot water isn't the vibe. Here's what I've come to think. The three AIs weren't wrong. They got the general categories right. The core sites, the classic dishes, the main experiences. What they couldn't tell me was what today would actually feel like, what the weather would do to the plan, what had changed recently that they hadn't been trained on, what a local knew that no AI did. AI can plan what you see. It cannot tell you what today feels like. And there are still things a local Uber driver knows that no AI does yet. The best surprise of the whole trip wasn't a hidden restaurant or a secret attraction. It was how kind the people in Budapest were. Every conversation with a local, Robert, servers, shopkeepers, was warm, curious, helpful. None of the AIs told me that. You can't really plan for it. But it was what made this trip. One more thing. When I got home, I messaged Robert to ask if he'd be okay appearing in this video. He said yes. So I have the photo of him and his German Shepherd you saw earlier. That felt like the right way to close this trip. If you're using AI to plan something, a trip, a decision, a project, use it. It's helpful. But leave room for the thing you will learn on the ground. Drop a comment and tell me, has AI ever planned something that reality completely rewrote? I want to hear other people's version of this. I'm George. This is my AI intern. Subscribe. New videos as I learn. See you in the next one.